Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, I'm inside a shopping center today, so I'm going to be describing that for you. So I got up very early and I left the house, and then I came downtown. You know, when you live in a small community and you get up early and you leave the house early, you always find the carton twitchers. Now, let me explain what I mean by carton twitcher. I'm sure you know what cartons are. It's those long bits of material that you hang by your window. You close them at night to stop people looking inside and also to conserve the heat. Curtains. So people who are always looking outside to try to find some gossip or some news, we call them carton twitchers because they're always twitching the carton. Twitching means to turn or to turn or to somehow try to look through them. Twitch is something which is a little sudden movement, you know. For example, someone who has a twitch may move their head kind of quickly, you know, and it may look like some kind of disability or maybe just a cultural way of saying hello even. That's a twitch. I know there's a internet platform called Twitch as well, isn't there? And I guess that's because your hand moves very quickly when you're playing games on Twitch. So a carton twitcher is someone who's moving the carton quickly to see who's outside. At the same time, they're trying to hide. Well, we've all experienced carton twitchers before. We all know what they're like. So it's no surprise then that they have them in my street. It's usually older people who perhaps are worried about security, can't sleep, or maybe they've retired. Carton twitchers. So I encountered carton twitchers on my way downtown because I was very early, and now I'm inside the shopping centre. So I want just to describe what I'm looking at here. Well, first of all, like many shopping centres in the UK, we give them Italian names to make them seem better than they are. So this one, which I have to say is a little bit trashy, is called the Piazza. A typical name for a shopping centre here. And what can I tell you? Well, there's a lot of people just standing here. Remember, we don't really have a coffee shop culture. So there's a lot of people who are looking a little bit lost. So there's an old man standing just a few feet away from me. He's not really knowing where he's going. He's just looking around. Most of the people I'm seeing are over 70. And there's a few on these disability scooters moving around as well and going quite fast. This shopping centre has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pharmacies, which is strange because it's not actually that big, but they're not all dispensing pharmacies where you can get medication. Many of them are simply beauty shops where you can buy goods to make yourself look beautiful, and generally healthcare goods. In this shopping centre, there's 1, 2, 3 coffee shops. There's also many empty stores in here. I'm sitting outside one which is called Bernardo's, and that's a second-hand shop, a charity shop. We live very much in a disposable culture, so you can get some really good deals in charity shops, especially with books, CDs, clothes as well. Things like Christmas decorations, Christmas cards would all be very reasonable. And there's good shopping in there because you know that your money is going to a good cause. I feel kind of sorry for the older people many of them are walking around here alone, walking so slowly that it's very clear that they don't have a plan. And then there's others maybe who are meeting friends, I think, to have a coffee. Uh, yeah, trying to get out the house in these last remaining days of what was summer, I suppose. Like any shopping centre in the UK, it's absolutely full of card shops. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card shops. Happy divorce, happy birthday, happy new pet, sorry your pet has died. The number of cards we send is amazing, really. And sitting behind me is a card shop called the Card Factory. That's directly behind me. So I use the verb sitting. So sitting in front of me is Bernardo, sitting behind me is the Card Factory. There's also a high number of disabled people around here, and as they all walk past, they're staring because I'm talking into a mobile phone. I'm sure they have mobile phones, but it could be because I'm younger that they're looking, because these people are really old, which is sad. Yeah, I do feel sorry for the older people because they just don't seem to have so much to do to pass their time. You know, in the UK, we are not a social culture, and also family values have gone. Younger people tend to move away from home to go to university, to have a better life, because there's no work here. So, as a result, what you have are some very, very isolated and lonely people. I mean, it's not as bad as it sounds, because culturally, it's what we do. Different parts of the UK might be slightly better at it, but we are very independent people generally. And we look to the government as our mother to provide us with transport, to provide us with money, to provide us with disability benefits. So that's a good thing, but it also kind of robs us of our personal choices. I would rather the government cut benefits and force people to empower themselves. But if they just cut benefits, of course, people would suffer. So there would need to be some other replacement. What else is in this shopping centre? Okay, I can see in the distance 2 very big glass doors and a pub across the road, of course. There's actually 2 pubs right next to each other. Yeah, if I look directly just on the corner of my eye, I can see yet another pharmacy. This one's Superdrug. There's a big carousel selling sweets, bubble gums, sweets for kids. Such a pity there's no kids here. And there's a very cheap pound shop to my left, which is called Home Zone, which has some really trashy gifts. Huh? Really, I mean, it's like inflatable sharks, plastic cups. Yeah, everything just seems to be kind of fake. On the continent, particularly in Spain, I've noticed those kind of shops are operated by Chinese people. It's not like that here. These kind of shops are usually operated by Indians, Pakistanis, or people from Southeast Asia. And also, just behind that, there's the remnants of one of our supermarkets, which sadly has long gone. That was the Cooperative. Yeah, actually, there's no supermarkets now in the town centre, except for a small one, which I think is inside this shopping centre somewhere. But all the big ones moved to a big shopping mall, which is about a mile away from here. So if you're looking for big names, you'd have to just travel a little bit. The town centre is actually dead. Many people are walking through here coming from the train station as well, because the train station is just outside, and it's common to walk through the shopping centre to avoid the rain. So I can hear the rain bouncing off the roof. So we've had a lot of storms in the last few days, and it's still quite stormy. Yeah, another thing I can see, there's people walking around just staring at the phones, not looking where they're going, which reminds me of that movie Shaun of the Dead, where those zombies were walking in the streets, because these people are going to walk into each other. Oh, there's people who actually look young. It's a surprise. I thought I was the youngest here. Yeah, so let's see. What else? Oh, lots of things happening. I can hear voices. So obviously some people are getting animated. Must be a train running late or something. There's little else to be animated about, And what else? I think that's about all I can describe for you. That's about it. So let me just give you a quick recap then. Lots of lights shining in the ceiling because the ceiling is made of glass. So it's very, very nice. And there's kind of ribbons around the place to make it look bright. Boarded up shops, but there's a charity shop ahead of me. A card factory, as it's called, behind me. Slightly to my left is the Indian store I told you about. The store slightly to my right and facing me is all boarded up, nothing there. A bakery, lots of coffee shops, lots of pharmacies, and lots of people on mobile scooters. My goodness, it's like a busy main road. This is like a right of way for disabled people. We have a high number of disabled people here, but very little in the way of reforms or rehabilitation, which is a great pity. I'd love to see more in the way of work here, or empowering people to work. A lot of people just wandering around. Yeah, that's all. Oh, another mobility scooter there. So I'm going to say goodbye now because I want to look inside this charity shop, Bernardo's, an Italian name as well, before I go home. So that's it. I'm off to buy a book. So catch you all soon. See you. Bye.